So, we hit 1,000 subscribers. Well, I'm lying ever so slightly. At this point, we're at 998 subscribers, but I think that's close enough that everyone will kind of give me a little wiggle room there. But 1,000 subscribers is a lot of people. It's kind of mind-boggling to a degree. You know, everyone is a kid. It's like, I want to be a YouTuber. I want to have a community, an audience. I want to make all the money on YouTube and stuff. And I was definitely one of those kids. I have another YouTube channel from when I was, 12 to 16. And I put random gaming videos on there, random joke videos with my friends and stuff. And like, of course, it didn't pick up anything. But I always had that like nagging dream in the back of my mind. I'm going to be YouTube famous one day. You just wait and see. Just like the other millions of kids who I'm sure have the exact same desire. Try and wrangle in my rant a little bit. It's really cool to see that number pop up. Also, you know, with the 1,000 subscribers, now I can start making my little pennies. I'll toss them all on the floor and I'll roll around on them like Scrooge McDuck. Because he's my spirit animal or something. What I'm trying to do in my own special way is express my gratitude to everybody who watches these videos and likes and subscribes and comments and all those things. I can't imagine having 1,000 of you in front of me and talking to you as a normal person. It's much easier to pretend that there is no one behind the camera except my camera guy who's, I don't know, equally hard to look at. But I do truly appreciate everybody watching, and I think I say it best when I talk to like my friends and family about it. I could never imagine 1,000 people listening to me ramble for a half an hour and then liking me enough to hit the subscribe button, but it happened. So thanks for proving me wrong, I guess. Anyway, little rambling message over with, if any of you are still there with me. The thing of this video is we're going to go around the office where all the Two Wheels Use Tech magic has been seeping from. That's a very odd verb to use there. Yeah, we'll hop around the office. It's changed quite a fair bit since I've started the whole computer flipping business, but we'll see its current state, and I didn't purposefully clean up and organize. This is how the office looks basically all the time, so you can't judge me because I have more subscribers than you. Probably not, but hey, I can brag, but I can't because I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. Our first corner is the shelf that started us all off. This rather colorful shelf was kicking around in different parts of the room, but when I first started the whole PC flipping thing, this thing was always full of stuff. Now it's kind of full of miscellaneous stuff that I don't really have a purpose for quite yet. The only organized shelf is the camera shelf, which my camera operator guy friend thing needed for consolidating everything into one place. We got a bunch of tissue paper for softening up the lights that we all bought and all that wonderful stuff. The other shelves are just kind of a slew of dead motherboards, random Intel stock coolers, AIOs, boxes, fans. It's kind of a mess. I know literally everything that's on this shelf and where it is. It's organized in my own way. But down in the bottom, I kind of find this funny, is my collection or graveyard, I guess you could say, of DVD, CD-ROM drives that nobody cares about anymore, so they're just collecting dust down there, just like most things in this office. So, next corner. So on to the next corner, which you could probably see a little bit of throughout the different videos you've seen. Again, this office has changed multiple times in different ways. The older videos have a much different office setup than the one it is now, but this is, we actually went out and bought classy new shelves from Lowe's, these little pop-together modular shelves. So that was a big step up in the organization game, even though my organization is not quite there yet. This is just kind of, again, more junk. It's almost organized, where all this is current project computer components, and then this is my test bench that I don't use nearly enough of, and then other random cases and laptops. There's a few cubbies down there that kind of are organized, and then the area in front of my AC unit has been deemed the computers ready to go area. So there's 2 computers there ready to go. So yeah, kind of organized, not quite. Next corner. So this is the infamous shelf that I'm sure you've all seen in all the different videos. It has a mixture of just empty boxes and current things I'm working on. Usually motherboards and stuff get jammed up on the top, and then I have my absurd amount of RAM kind of stacked down there. There's cubbies that are kind of organized again, some magnetic bags and a cubby full of random undescript case fans, but it just kind of collects the empty boxes that I think look nice, and it will no doubtedly grow even bigger, taller, and more useless as the time goes on. And then this is where the magic happens. Kids, don't ask your parents that. But this is the main computer setup. I think I went over it briefly in my last video. The specs of the computer are not all that interesting. It's a Ryzen 7 2700X and a GTX 1080 Ti, perfectly suitable for everything that I need to do. That third monitor up there is for all the test computers that I mess with. It has, a display cable or HDMI cable running down to the table so I can run my stuff up there. And then I have a spare wireless keyboard and mouse that connect to the test computers, and I have a little dual setup going on there. Works perfectly well for everything I need to do, and that's basically it. There's some random USB hubs and hard drive readers and all that fun stuff, and it's about this organized all the time. It doesn't get much more organized than this, because I'm at it about 18 hours out of the day. So, yep, that's the computer. And then, of course, you're all very aware of this position. This is my table that I do all of my work on. Funny story, I guess. It was my mother's foldable table that she had forever. I mean, I remember it as a kid. She gave it to me, and then I covered it with this cheap fake flooring from Lowe's. It's like a $25 discard roll of flooring, and we just wrapped it around the edge, and it looks pretty okay. And it's held up for almost a year now, just being held by hot glue. So, the jank and the creativity is very strong with this particular setup. But anyway, this is where I do most of my business computer flipping work that isn't computer orientated, where I build systems, test them, mess with stuff, tear things down, shoot videos, all that fun stuff that you've all come to know and love with this channel thing, business, hobby thing. So now that you've seen the wizard behind the curtain, I'm assuming all of the magical mysticism of the YouTube personality that is I has dwindled and disappeared, and there's no more interest in this poor lad and his PC flipping adventure. All jokes aside, I hope you guys actually enjoyed a kind of behind the scenes look of how all this stuff happens. It's nothing special. It's not well organized or well put together. It's just me throwing my head against the wall most of the time, and my head's pretty hard, so I usually make it through the drywall at least. But if there's a little lesson to this video, which there wasn't exactly an intended lesson to this video, but I'll throw it in there anyway because I'm like a janky low-budget Disney movie. If you want to be a YouTuber, if you want to flip computers, if you just want to mess with whatever incites you, no, that's riots. If you want to mess with whatever excites you, go for it. I mean, I couldn't picture myself a year ago talking to a camera in my room and being surrounded by computers. But yeah, it's been about a year since I posted my first video, so it's really cool to see that within a year's time, that not my dreams, but something that I'm really interested in could grow and adapt and change my life in such a major way. So, if you have something like that you want to pursue, go for it. I'm not going to say you're going to succeed because I'm not a crappy motivational speaker at the Holiday Inn, but hey, it's better to try than to just sit there and do nothing. So with my ultimate wisdom bestowed upon you and the office tour done, that really brings this video to a wrap. I hope you guys enjoyed. I don't know if you learned all that much, but hey, if you did, hit that like button. If you think that I bragged and joked a little bit too much about my piddly amount of subscribers, hit that dislike button. And if you want to add to the Not a Cult Army, hit that subscribe button. I'll try to keep you around. Without further ado, have a good day, guys.